Hey there, I'm Leah, Quiet Mind Collective, and I just wanted to jump on to talk about the holidays for a minute and just see how everybody is doing. You know, if the holidays feel big this year or if they're bringing up more emotion than you expected, I want to begin by saying nothing inside you is wrong. You're not failing. You're human in a very human season. So, this time of year tends to bring certain things to the surface. Like a lot of younger parts come up and just wounded parts, and you're not doing anything wrong. But because the holidays touch these places, I see often the same patterns over and over with clients. I see these patterns with myself, with other people I know. So these are some often holiday patterns that I want to address because I want to normalize it. And I want you to know that you're not alone and this is normal. So, some of the patterns that happen at this time of year is we often slip back into old family roles that we thought we'd outgrown. So just know that. We also can often feel pressure to be cheerful or grateful enough, even when we feel really tired. Another common one is loneliness. Loneliness can feel sharper at this time of year. Sometimes it's even in a full room of people. Another one that commonly comes up this time of year is grief and nostalgia. So those can arise when we least expect it. We can just have a wave come over us and we miss someone, we miss something, we miss a time that we had. I know for me sometimes it's like when my kids were little and the Santa and the excitement and there'll just be a moment of nostalgia, like just sadness that comes through, and that's okay. That's okay. We can make space for all of this. So the other thing that I want to mention is just the pace, the noise, and the expectations that go on at this time of year that can sometimes push our nervous systems past what feels comfortable. And so just to be aware of that. I want to make a mention too, I don't feel like this is talked enough about, but we are seeing images all the time, and we are constantly, as humans, we compare and we analyze, and it's just what humans do, and we subconsciously absorb images. So with all of that, I'm talking about like movies, commercials, greeting cards, social media. We're seeing often perfectly decorated houses. We're seeing perfectly connected families. Even if it's a movie where there's a rupture, by the end, they all perfectly repaired and they are closer than ever. So, we're not consciously comparing, but something in us does, and it carries an added weight. These are all human responses, but just notice you don't need to be perfect, and this isn't reality for most people. So some of you listening today may actually be in a peaceful wave this season. If that's you, great. Let it be there and let it ripple out, because your calm truly steadies other people. So, but if you're not in this place, then, this talk is for you. So if you're feeling overwhelmed, if you're feeling tender, that's all valid. So we move through these different emotional waves at different times. And what matters is meeting ourselves with kindness in whatever wave we're in. That's the number one principle for us being able to move through anything and to grow. You're only listening to this because you are a growth-oriented person. So number one is always meet yourself with compassion wherever you're at, no matter what that is, not with judgment. So a grounding practice that helps us do that, and that I often use myself, has 3 parts. Name it, locate it, open to it. Simple, but powerful. So when a big emotion comes, and we're going to practice this in a minute, but when a big emotion comes, so that's, anxiety, let's say, or overwhelm or anger, first step is to name it. Say, anxiety is here. Sadness is rising. Overwhelm is present. And to even separate yourself a little bit from it by not saying I'm feeling anxious. Like, try just for this next week to just say the name of the emotion and that it's present, and not identify yourself as that emotion, and just see those little subtle differences. Okay, so we're going to name the emotion, and let's say anxiety is present. We're not going to go into the story just for this practice. So it's not going to be about, who did what to me and all of that. It's just going to be anxiety is present. Feel just the feeling, naming it, creating that, creates that space. And then we're going to notice where we feel it in our body. So it's number 2. So go to your body, your chest, your stomach, whatever shows up. It might be anxiety is here and I feel it in my chest. And then, this is the counterintuitive part for humans. Instead of tightening or pushing it away, putting it behind a closed door, hurrying and running into some kind of gratitude meditation. I mean, all those things are gratitude is wonderful. But like some people, if you're using it out of fear to push something away, just notice that. Because what I'd like you to try for this next week is just to gently open to what's here. Whatever emotion. Emotions are waves. When we fight a wave, it tosses us around. So, just imagine that you're in the middle of a wave and you're like, beating on that wave. Well, you're just going to drown. So eventually, right? Even though you think you're doing something productive, you're going to be very exhausted. So instead, allow what emotion is here and just lie back like you're lying back on a float or a surfboard. And let that wave move under you, as you. Okay, so we don't try to stop it. We're going to feel uncomfortable, but if we open to it, we ride it and it passes through. So imagine doing that internally, breathing into the place where you feel the emotion, letting it rise and fall, not forcing it to change, just allowing it to be here, knowing the wave will pass. Okay, so this isn't the whole journey, but it's a powerful beginning. It's a way to stay with yourself instead of bracing against your own experience. If certain emotions repeat or feel overwhelming, that's simply information. It may mean there's something deeper wanting attention. And we'll talk later about how to get that. But for today, we just meet what's here. Okay, so let's move into a short meditation together, just a few minutes to help your system settle. So if it's available to you, go ahead and soften your eyes or close them. Feel the weight of your body being held, whether it's in a chair or you're laying down, the ground beneath your feet. Let your shoulders drop by even 1 degree. And really notice that as a barometer of how tense we are. Often the shoulders will rise or the jaw will tighten. Okay, so just notice where your body is and take a slow breath in right now. And then you're going to take a longer breath out. And that's very calming. Now quietly name whatever you're feeling without judgment. Just name it. Could be sadness is here. Could be peace is here. Could be hurt, anger. Whatever is present, let it be welcome. Now notice where it lives in your body. And place a soft breath there. You might put your hand on that area too. I know I get a lot of anxiety in my chest. Sometimes I'll feel it in my throat. Okay, so I'm just going to bring awareness to that area. I'm going to breathe in and out of it for a moment without needing to change it, simply to make room for what's here. And just imagine you're lying back on that surfboard and you're floating on the water. Whatever you're feeling is simply a wave. It's moving beneath you, through you. You don't have to push it away. You don't have to tighten around it. You're letting that wave rise and fall while you stay supported. Okay, so breathe into that place again, slowly, gently. quietly reminding yourself, I can stay with myself through this. I don't need to abandon myself ever again. And take one more long breath in and long breath out. And gently return when you're ready. Knowing that as you move through the rest of December, just remember your worth is not measured by how festive you feel. Your growth is not undone by old patterns that show up. Your value is not tied to how well you hold it together. You've lived an entire year with everything it asked of you. You're here, you matter. So wherever you are in heaviness or peace, compassion is what allows you to move forward one breath at a time. So if you'd like support staying grounded this month, you can download the free Quiet Mind Starter Kit if you haven't done that already. The link is in my bio, and it does include a feeling sheet with self-discovery tools that can help you go a little deeper into everything we practiced today. And then make sure you're on my subscribe to my newsletter. It's also linked in the bio, because this replay will be in that, plus just a gift for 50% off the Fearless and Free Foundations, if anybody wants to go deeper. But I am so happy that you're here, and I am so happy for you to take advantage of anything that feels like it's helpful to you this season and to your heart. I wish you a lot of kindness and care during this season, and I'm grateful that you're here. Thank you.